15. Poor Milo. First, if you don't know who or what a Milo is, God bless you. You've been spared. For the rest, here's my take on this poor fellow. Poor Milo. It is very sad what happened to him. He is a victim of molestation, and the sympathy of the world should be given to him, as should to every single victim of molestation. Gay, straight, transgender, whatever, any ever. Every single victim of molestation should have the same world of sympathy bestowed upon them. It is a terrible, terrible thing, out of the victim's control and not limited to children. That said, poor Milo is real confused. Like, could be one of the most confused people in the world. I pray for his mental health, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ate people. He's been treated so poorly by life. Well, that's an exaggeration, and I'm actually joking. There are people who have been treated just as poorly, and there are more confused people in the world. I can get extremely confused. I'm dumber than poor Milo, too. I'm sure he would call me ignorant. And he would be right. I am, for many, many reasons and in many, many ways. But poor Milo isn't just confused, he's also very intellectual and manipulative. He's the guy who said transsexuals were involved in more instances of sexual assault without relaying that they were the victims. That's manipulation. He can trick you into thinking something he knows is not true. That's at the least disingenuous and a little dangerous. He is also very, very clever. So clever, he talked himself out of the most attention he would have received in his life. Kinda like my favorite professional wrestler of all time, Raven. A little too clever for his own good. Look at poor Milo, being all these amazing things. So clever, intelligent, and manipulative. He has said people are nuanced and complex, just like relationships, which is true. This is already too many words spent on this guy, so in every single way, from everybody writing and talking about him. Just stop giving to him. Dude is a juice-sucking vampire. He won't stop taking from you until he learns better. You're free to listen, of course. You are free to not. Do the high thing, the right thing. Let him figure himself out away from the spotlight. Give him that. He doesn't think he needs lots of private time away from attention and media. He needs to be close to the people who love him and care about him. He needs to figure out who they are and who he truly is and try to make peace with it. It would honestly make him a better person. And I know best for everybody, obviously, of course. Sorry, not sorry. Isn't that gimmick absolutely the dirt worst? There's some other guy who is pretty bad too. In my own personal opinion, of course. I think he has a website where he makes a lot of money from selling snake oil and quarter truths. He's making the most money ever, in fact, as I write this. There are no facts, just alternative ones. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He talks about eating steaks, sex, and pedophiles a lot. Pretty loud guy. Says a lot. All the time. Screams and gets red-faced and gets people upset and claims he's waking them up. Recently lost custody of children. Swore in court under oath he played a character on his show. Went back on his show, swearing to God he wasn't playing a character. He was probably a pretty good dude once. Most people are. He could be again. He's not all bad. Just mostly. There's even some really weird and confused people out there who think this guy is the late great Bill Hicks. Yes, that's a question because it is an answer to nothing, and most of what this person does is produce garbage. Hi everyone, I'm Bill Hicks, back alive and older than when I died. Don't worry about the weird guy who rants about psychic vampires being only elites. That's his super great way of lying to you and sucking more of your energy and money from you and giving it to himself and giving you absolutely no fulfillment in your life in return. I can see that being one of the reasons Bill's parents don't like him. I'd say see for yourself, but give me a break. You know this guy is 90% full of it. Oh, and he's like super best friends with the president. What strange company to keep.